Was it because I had Twitch open while live? But now my stream is working much better ever since I closed it. That's crazy. Alright. I'm so happy that I died.
Hey, sorry for interrupting. Isn't that annoying? What if I told you there was a way to get rid of ads like this forever? It's called Pi, and if that sounds familiar to you, it's probably because you've seen their ads everywhere. It's an ad block.
I'd like to say that I watched both, that I've seen both, that I played both the Ultimate Die 1, 2. I barely even played 2 actually. I only played 1 and Ultimate Die 3, and barely any of 2. When this new Ultimate Die game comes out, though, I'm gonna be playing it on my PlayStation. If it comes to PlayStation. If it's only on Steam, that'll make me upset. Yeah. Go back. Let me see it, guys. Yeah, I need to see it, guys. Yeah. They all look ugly except the bear. This bear looks amazing. The other three looks very unfinished. I'm sorry to tell you, they don't look done. It's coming to Xbox, Steam, and the Epic Game Store. What about PlayStation? It's fine. Maybe it'll come to PlayStation later. But I promise you, I don't got my Xbox right now, so I won't even be able to pre-order off of Xbox. That will make me sad. I'm sad. We all sad. I'm sad. Let's watch this too.
Awaken to a world of wonder in Final Fantasy XIV Online.
Oh, hey! Didn't see you there. So you're interested in becoming a war mage? You think you've got what it takes? Protecting the rift is...
I don't know what happened to his hair, but if I were to search up, I don't know, Maximilian. Max Postman, yeah. So, here's how he looks. Right, this is how he looks in Ultimate Die 3. Right here, that's how he looks. Right. Ultimate Die 1. Die 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1 Right? This is how he looks in Ultimate Side 2. Crazy, isn't it? No. I have no idea who DC is. Yeah, this is how he looks in Ultimate Side 2. But why? I mean, because in Ultimate Side 3, they're old as crap. So are we going back in time for some reason? You're telling me these guys died, and there was only two more. So he went back in time where his theory, some way, and
It's just
yeah, that's interesting. Let's continue.
becoming a war mage. You think you've got what it takes? Protecting the rift is just something brave war mages like me are born to do. We do it for good reason. Trust me, when these green and uglies gets through, baby eating, town pillaging, loitering, it's a whole thing. Anyway, when you can't get old Maxie, no one protects the rift better than these war mages. Look at these brave heroes. They're awesome! Must have had a good teacher. Each one of them's got their own special war mage powers. Like this. Or this. Whoa! Look at that! They even have their own unique weapons and traps. But as you can see, it's not just one trap they're working with. It's a whole lot of traps. They even get to make themselves stronger during missions. How much more powerful can 1 to 4 war mages get? And once the dirty work is done, these brave warriors relax in the safety of the Order Fortress. Here you can buy and upgrade traps, improve your weapons and abilities, or select the next mission and head into battle. When choosing where to fight, you'll want to pay attention to the rift distortions, the weather, and even the time of day. All these things can change the way every mission plays. You know, looking at these war mages really gets me thinking. They're pretty good, but let me show you how it's really done. Let me show you how it's really done.
It still says that it's coming to Xbox. Where's PlayStation at? I'm waiting for PlayStation. Come on now. Now we have one more.
I am Kyle from Robot Entertainment, and I'm the game director on Orcs Must Die Deathtrap. The biggest number one thing that our fans have been asking for is 4-player co-op. So Deathtrap is the first time in the franchise's history that you can play this game with a team of 4 war mages. It's still completely playable as a solo player. With new people, I would say that this is a unique take on 4-player co-op shooters that takes a little bit more communication, a little bit more cooperation. It's different every time that you play it, and there's so much decision making along the way. It takes a lot of creativity and you have a lot of options. So it's what traps do you bring? What hero do you play? How do you adjust based on which hero and traps your teammates chose? Which mission do you select, which has those randomized challenges attached to it? So it's just these constant decisions that you have to make. It takes a little more active thinking to get through a run of Orcs Must Die. That just makes it more fun and exciting, and really feels like you're part of a team while you're doing that. Your job is...
Look at the corner. Look at this corner. This game was dipped in the trap. I like it. I'm just actually upset that this game is not coming to PlayStation. Unless it comes later. It could always come later. If it comes later, hooray! If not, I'll be very upset. Very upset. Anyways, we might go to 2025. See what happens, right? Right. Right. Okay, my fault. Anyways, let's continue.
is to
Also, look at these abilities down here. Blunder guy, blow people away. I don't know what this does. I definitely don't know what this does. I don't know what this stuff does, but the rest of these, sure. Let's go. Let's continue.
You place traps like spike traps and flip trap to stop hunters.
I also didn't know anything about this until now. It's just sad. I'm sad. Well, I'm sad. I'm just sad. Anyways.
Hundreds of orcs from entering the rift, but you actually do that from the unique perspective of a character. So you're playing from a third-person camera perspective. So while you have these traps to stop the orcs, you also have your own arsenal of weapons and abilities across 4 games.
Yeah, he also has this.
In the franchise, had 12 million of weapons and abilities.
So he must be using a bow, huh? Duh, it's on the back. But yeah, anyway, continue.
Abilities across 4 games in the franchise, had 12 million players, leading up to the 5th entry, which is Orc.
Did you say 12 million? What?
Must Die in the franchise, had 12 million players, leading up to the 5th entry, which is Orcs Must Die Deathtrap. Orcs.
There was 4 Orcs Must Die? Wait. What was the third one? Hold on. Orcs. Oh, Unchained. Orcs Must Die, Orcs Must Die 2, Unchained. Yeah, okay, my fault. I still would think, shut down Unchained.
Orcs Must Die takes place in a world where these rifts that you're protecting provide the magic that allows the societies to flourish in this world. So that allows, the crops to grow, it allows people to cast spells, it allows people to cook and live their lives, but they also function as teleports between different realms and different worlds. And the orcs, who are just pillagers, they use these rifts to get from town to town and burn them down. So you play as a war mage of an organization called the Order, and your job is to defend these rifts from orc attacks. I started as a playtester. Everyone on my design team has been there since at least 2015. So starting as players and fans, right? So, we've played thousands upon thousands of hours of Orcs Must Die. We know we're constantly thinking about orcs and where to take it and what makes it fun. Some of the other changes that players have been asking for that we're implementing are we have unique heroes with their own sets of abilities. They have their own unique trap. They have their own personality and voiceover, which we've been putting in recently. We do have, for the first time, something I'm excited about is a sniper character. And part of his gimmick is his unique trap is a grav lift that can lift him up into the air to give him, that perspective so he can see orcs far away and pop their heads off. And so we'll have 7 heroes at launch. We've been a little cheeky about it, but one of those 7 is Maximilian, our main man, Maximilian. So if you're a fan of the series, he will be there.
Orcs must die.
There's a large change in the structure of Orcs Must Die Deathtrap compared to previous games, and one of the reasons it's called Deathtrap and not Orcs Must Die 4 is it doesn't feature a straight linear campaign. We wanted to introduce more variety, and so every time you play, you're choosing random maps that have challenges attached to them that we call distortions. There's dozens of those distortions that can be
Well, it didn't say that in the goddamn trailer, so we'll see.
Added to maps and add an extra challenge. Between waves, you're offered boons, which we call threads, that augment your abilities and your traps, and we have over 500 of those in the game. And then the levels themselves can be varied as well. You might come into a level you've played before, but this time it's raining and that spawns different types of enemies. Or this time it's nighttime and now skeletons are spawning. Gunfire Reborn was a big inspiration for us. Risk of Rain 2, co-op shooters like Deep Rock Galactic, both for the rogue elements and for such awesome feeling combat like Hades were things that we were playing too. We had a game that you can no longer play called Orcs Must Die Unchained that has a very vocal fan base. That's where I started my career, was on Orcs Must Die Unchained, and so I wanted to make sure that we do have references. Having Max in the game as a playable hero obviously is something that I hope fans are excited about. It's all references.
I wish they didn't shut down Orcs Must Die Unchained. that made me upset. Oh, I miss it.
To the history of the series and Max's history of killing orcs. There is now infinite time between waves. We've gotten rid of the idea of the time pressure, so I wanted to give players as much time as they needed, especially in 4-player co-op, which calls for...
I mean, thanks, but I'm gonna be honest, I like it. I kind of like it more when we're, on the time pressure. I like it more when it's like that. I mean, without the time pressure, it's still fun. It's still gonna be fun, thank God. But at the same time, I like feeling that. Come on, hurry up! They're about to come. Look at them. They're coming through right now. Look at them. They're coming. Help! What? My fault. Anyway, I liked it more while we were under pressure. But them me moving the time thing, sure, they can do that. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
more communication between players, that they were never in a rush to get their traps down and plan what they wanted to do. And we have these larger maps too, so it takes a little bit more time to figure out what you want to do, especially when they're changing every time that you play them. The game is...
I don't know what he was doing with the trap. Look at this,
And they're,
Please tell me what this is. You're telling me that these kind of traps you're putting down is gonna stop him? Like, what the cup is this trap down here that costs 1,000? What is that? Oh, you got spike traps on the wall. So you don't need these! You don't need these!
they're changing every time that you play them. The game is peer-to-peer, so it will be up forever. Fans never have to worry about the game coming offline. If you love Deep Rock Galactic, Risk of Rain 2, worry about the game coming offline. Peer-to-peer, so it will be up forever. Fans never that you play them. The game is peer-to-peer, so it will be up forever. Deep Rock Galactic, Risk of Rain 2, Gunfire Reborn, then you will love Orcs Must Die Deathtrap.
Okay, time to wrap this up.
Orcs Must Die Deathtrap releases Q1 2025 on Steam, the Epic Games Store, and Xbox platforms.
I'm just not gonna say if it comes to PlayStation. How dare you?
Gamefly is the best way to try new games. Rent it, love it, buy it at a discount, or send it back. Keep the games you love at a great discount.